Hey guys. Hey guys. Voice cracked there a little bit. Welcome back to another episode of the Casual Gamer MT. Here to show you another Monster Hunter World video, and this one is my Anti-Lunastra build. Again, I always try to display videos or show videos to help the little guy, maybe the guy who hasn't reached meta level of playing this game and is still in the mid-range, I guess, what do you call, still not high-end level gaming. So my armor sets mostly consist of something that you can get earlier in the game as opposed to farming for the most difficult things to get in the game. But I do carefully select the pieces just to make sure that it has the proper resistances and, advantages towards whatever monster you are fighting. In this case, we're fighting the Lunastra, which is the Lunastra is the female version, I guess, if you will, of the Teostra, and she's a little bit tougher. She's a little bit more unpredictable, and just definitely harder to take down. Okay, so this is my Anti-Lunastra Bow Build, and let's get to it. Alright, equipment's going to be the Legiana Snow Fletcher. I'm sorry, Legion Snow Fletcher, which is Rarity 8 bow. It has a somewhat decent physical attack, but its elemental attack is off the charts, and it's even higher because of my setup. So it consists of the Damascus Helm Alpha, Damascus Male Alpha, Rathalos Vambraces Alpha, Legiana Cole Beta, Kulcharoth Wraths Beta, Defense Charm +3, one of my favorites. I use it half the time, seriously. Fireproof Mantle and Health Booster. Okay. Now we'll go to our decorations. Nothing in the Legia because there's no slots. We have a Frost Jewel. We have a Fire Resistant Jewel. We have a Medicine Jewel, a Medicine Jewel, and a Frost Jewel. And that is it. Now down to our skills. Don't have the Rathalos Mastery, which increases my elemental damage because the gear pieces alone plus the decorations have already capped the elemental damage of this weapon, and there is a limit. You cannot just stack attack on top of attack. There's actually a limit. So our active skills are going to be defense boost +7, which is the highest, gives me +35 defense, and all elemental resistances +3, which puts me at 37 resistance to fire. My defense is not that great. It's a little below 400 because I haven't fully upgraded my armor with armor spheres, or I haven't augmented it yet. And if you augment your gear plus if you cap it with armor spheres, you'll be probably in the low 500s with this Damascus set, which is mostly a Damascus set. Ice attack is level 4, which gives me ice attack +5% plus a bonus of 100. Maxed out my fire resistance at level 3. My recovery up is +20%, so anytime that you heal, potion, high potion, or anything that heals you, your bar fills up a lot quicker, which is great. Focus level 2 increases gauge fill rates by 10% and reduces charge times by 10. This is when you're charging your bow for your attacks. It actually makes quite of a difference. Wide range is something that came with my Kulcharoth Greaves, which if you read at level 2, items affect nearby allies in a wider radius with a 33% chance of their efficacy. So whenever you use a healing potion, or I haven't played too much with that, but definitely it's more of like it boosts healing for you and your party, which is good. Attack boost level 1, which is part of my Vambrace gear. Peak performance is part of my Greaves as well, which grants me an extra 5 attack. And speed sharpening is part of my helmet, which is just there, so it's a skill that we don't really have to worry about, just ignore. So what do we know about the Lunastra? She has a fire attack. She's a fire monster. Her biggest weakness is ice, and the Legiana bow is actually has a pretty strong elemental attack. Let's go back and check. Oh, over here, if we look at the right side of the screen towards the middle, its elemental attack is at 510, which is a ridiculously large amount. Again, its basic attack is 2A, which is not the greatest, but elemental damage is really high up there, so that's good at staggering the monster itself. So you have a good combination of a strong elemental attack versus someone who's weak against ice, plus pretty good defense against fire. The Lunastra does have an AoE attack similar to that of the Teostra, but a little bit different too, because it pretty much heats up the air around her at a pretty wide radius. So that skill that I have, which is called, where are you? Recovery Up, actually definitely helps out whenever you're healing during that attack, which pretty much it just starts diminishing your health bar till the attack is over. It just heats up the air around her extremely. So it is recommended that you drink a what's it called, a cold potion. Hold on, let's check our, hold on, I'm noobing it up here. It is recommended that you utilize a cool drink during the entirety of the fight, because she does leave traces of this blue flames that if you walk over, it heats you up. If you have a cool drink, it won't affect you. Also, the fireproof mantle is highly recommended over the vitality mantle in this fight because of its fire attacks, and also when it does this AoE and you have this equipped, you actually will not be harmed. So yeah, it's just extra layers of defense against Lunastra, which she's a pain in the butt to fight if you guys haven't fought her already. Yeah, so again, most of these gear pieces are not very difficult to get. They're not low level, but they're not difficult to acquire as opposed to some of the higher end stuff, and it's just as effective. So yeah, hopefully you use it, have fun with it. I wish you could see the damage, the elemental damage of the weapon, which, I mean, you can physically see that it's leaving ice traces, but it doesn't actually tick for an elemental damage, which would be nice. Either way, it's a pretty strong attack, and Lunastra's gonna hate it. Alright, okay, that's pretty much it for my video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave your comments at the bottom of this screen. And again, if you have any advice, you know, because I'm still kind of a noob, please feel free to comment. If you guys do end up using this set, hopefully you have fun with it. Hopefully it works for you. Hopefully it makes a difference. Happy to help. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.